The Aprilia out for the first time after all of its modifications, just to go for a little ride. Nothing crazy, probably be out for about an hour, hour and a half. But I like the way that it turned out. Let's go see how it actually feels. I'm gonna go ahead and cold start it here. Ooh, love the sound. Definitely deep-throated. Love, love, love how that looks. It's an amazing bike. I'm gonna have to go out and get some gas too, only because we rode a little bit yesterday, but I have to go ahead and put the stuff in here, so I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that we get that thing going, which will be great. I'm gonna pick up some of the guys, which will be good. Crazy drivers. The next step for the bike is to actually have it Bren tuned, which we're going to be doing next week. From what I understand too, one thing that I've noticed about the RS660 is that when you shift, especially if you're easily under 7,500 RPM, there's a pretty big jolt. Anything above 8,000, I would say, 9,000, 10,000 RPM, smooth as super shift. The shift is super smooth, I should say. But until you get above that limiter line, it's kind of abrupt. It's not as smooth as other flippers that I've had. From what I understand, the guys at Bren Tune, our BT Motor, have actually remedied that with their tune. So I'm excited to see exactly how that plays into what I'm going to see post-tune. We'll be doing some testing obviously with that too, so you can find out exactly how that's going to work. But for right now, I'm just dealing with it, and it's okay. Nothing crazy. Again, it's only noticeable under 7,500 RPM. I know a lot of you, I get a lot of heat about how I ride my bikes when they're brand new. You guys know this thing's fresh out of the crate. We just did the modifications on it, and I just go out and I ride the bikes hard. I want to let you guys know something. These bikes, when they show up in the crate, they've already been running the machine so hard after the motors are built, because obviously for QC, the motor has to meet certain requirements when hooked up, and that's why I never worry about riding any of the bikes that I bought super hard out of the case, because they've already gotten some break-in at the factory. And I know there's a lot of guys that literally are just like, you're going to destroy your warranty, etc. And it's like, dude, if you're going to break the bike, break it under warranty. That's the whole point. As for reliability, I know a lot of people actually talk negatively about Aprilia. I don't have a lot of experience with Aprilia. I've ridden majority of my life R1s, Jigsers, and Kawasaki. Ducati, I would say Ducatis are more, my Ducatis at least, are problematic. I don't have enough time on an Aprilia to know what the longevity is going to look like, because I've never really had one over a year. So this will be the first time. I can tell you right now, I am very impressed with my RSV4 1100 factory. I'm also very impressed with this RS660. Just great bikes. And it makes me question who really is the king of the Italian bike mountain right now. Is it Aprilia? Is it Ducati? I think each one, obviously those bikes have great histories, but I don't know, man. If you look at MotoGP right now, Trackhouse Racing, obviously Jorge Martin, those guys are all riding Aprilias and doing very, very well against Pecco, and even MM, you know, 93. So I literally feel like each one brings something super cool to the table. And again, I'm just really impressed with these Aprilias. This RS660 is so comfortable, and honestly, it rides like an all-day commuter. Even though it's obviously a sport / track bike, I have zero complaints, man. It's just a fun bike to ride. This new full race line Akrapovic that we installed just sounds so nice. Obviously, you guys at BT Moto will be asking what kind of exhaust system I have on there. Once I put this exhaust system in, the tune for the fuel map will be customized to the pipe that I actually have on the bike. So I'm kind of excited to see what that new fuel mixture will do to the throttle response. Post flash, obviously. One thing I want to do with the bike is obviously work off these chicken strips. The chicken strips on a brand new bike tend to bother me. I don't know why. So I want to get some lean angle on the bike as soon as I can. But they come with these super courses, and I really do like these tires. They are very sticky when they're hot. So not disappointed with the factory tires at all. And we'll most likely replace them with the same tire. I have zero complaints up to this point. I've got 148 miles on the odometer now, so I am obviously got some time that needs to be put on this bike. Tad windy out here. I don't even know how my audio sounds, guys. I just apologize. Ever since I've gotten this GoPro Hero 12, the audio has just been so terrible. And I'm using the actual mod, and it seems to be like super muffled. I don't know. I am just not used to it being this muffled. My GoPro 11, which I ran over cracked. It was so good on sound. So if you guys see it when it's up at like 10,000, 11,000 RPM, the bike shifts very smoothly. It's the weirdest thing in the world. Beautiful day here at the beach though. Zero complaints. I wonder if the mic is picking up the sound of the exhaust. I just has a real this Krapovich is it's got a nice little growl to it, kind of a low tone growl. I find myself on the RS660, like on most bikes, like the R1, ZX10R, shoot, the 10RR, even the Ducati, the sweet spot happens to be pretty much in fourth gear. This bike here, I spend a lot of time in third gear. It's just a very torquey bike. You guys can see, I mean, obviously very, very flickable, very balanced. Extremely well behaved. It's going to be so fun on the track, I know it. I personally would rather have a 600 on the track. Kind of the best of both worlds. Sure, am I going to get dusted in the straights? Heck yeah, of course. But the fun part about a track is obviously the twisties, and these bikes just are so nice. just a very, very torquey engine. Twin cylinder. Just a really nice suspension. Again, I cannot say enough good things about the Aprilia RS660. This 2024 tribute model is really a great looking bike. Rides really nice, guys. I wish you could feel how comfortable the stance is on it. It's just well behaved. Very confidence inspiring. You know, and I'm not the best rider in the world, but it's nice to have a bike that complements or helps you to be a better rider. It helps you to feel more confident taking it into the turns, taking it off the line. Careful when I come through here. There's a church on the left hand side, and there's a sheriff that sits typically right here in the back. Right there, he hides. So I always slow down just a little bit out there. Effortless to turn the bike. You shift your butt and the bike moves. So nice, man. Beautiful. Zero complaints. This new windshield that we put here, this double bubble, is such a nice windshield. It definitely takes care of the wind in the face effect. I think I'm just going to grab some gas here real quick, guys, and then I should be good.